Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. The words aren't, they're only a trace of an incredible transcendence of being, of longing to love God with all of one's being. I indulge in worship. I deliberately throw myself into worship. It's the greatest transcendent experience that I ever experience. And I would so wish with all my being that every creature could experience this. And I can only live in the hope that all will, ultimately. That my God, as our Heavenly Dad, does exist, is so, is more so than my being itself. It's all that I can value and everything that I can value, and I can't not value it. You could say it's a hope. You could say it's an unbelievably tenuous hope. But I have found, and this amazes me, remember I was utterly secular up to my mid-20s, you know? I have found that to live in such chosen hope has transformed, well, it was as though I were dead and now live infinitely in all dimensions, time, yes, but space too, across the infinity of more than our universe, far, far more. It's not a case for me of whether it's true in some concrete worldly sense. It's a case that living like this is everything to me. And it's not it's an all-embracing living that I can't be happy. There's a story about one of the many lives of the Buddha, which I've said before in my recordings, but you know, he gets to the final stage when he can ascend into heaven, and they say, of course, you can't bring your dog. I mean, your dog's no place here. He says, well, I can't come then. He's my dearest friend. I would rather not go to heaven. I can't leave him out. And it transpires, of course, that this is one of those final ultimate tests of his true readiness for heaven, that there's no way he could accept it for himself and leave his friend out. It said something of his desire for faithfulness and integrity and the welfare of his dog. His dog. As much as his own being. He couldn't envisage heaven without him. And I want it to be like that. For me, that heaven wouldn't be heaven without every life form that has been and will be and could be being in this heaven too of harmony, a great happiness for all, an eternal happiness. I can value no other. And my God personifies this valuation, this hope, this earnest longing, and living according to the possibility of it, living according to the certainty of it, I find to be everything for me. And of course I want it with all my heart for it to be everything for everyone else. And as a child of God, personified as my heavenly dad in the Jesus story way, I've lost the sense of this sentence. But I do practice it. I practice in my incredibly childish, limited way my desire for this unbounded glory, changed from glory into glory. My soul longs for you. My soul longs for you. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. My soul longs for you. My soul longs for you. My soul longs for you. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. My soul longs for you. My soul longs for you. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. So my life and my joy in my God is overwhelming gratitude and thanks to God as creator of all and carer for all. And the assurance this gives me as what do I say? I say that my basic practice is whatsoever is good and lovely to think on these things. Because it builds in me, it generates in us overwhelming gratitude, which is of course hope and assurance, peace and joy. Overwhelming love and kindness floods through us. We are transcendent in this understood to be spiritual way, where life becomes joy unspeakable, full of glory, standing in thy presence, O Lord. Love you, Dad. Love you, Heavenly Dad. Thank you, Dad. And now I'm better sound the horn so that my daughter knows I'm here and can take her to school. Thank you, Dad.